Hi, I'm Josh Bisker.
And I'm Bahish Chansey.
We are mechanics and co-founders of the New York Mechanical Gardens. The Mechanical Gardens got started at the very, very tail end of 2015 when we were inspired by co-ops in Guadalajara in Mexico and in New Orleans and in Detroit and in a bunch of other places. And a few of us got together here and decided that we could make something like that happen in New York too.
Mechanical Gardens itself is an entirely volunteer-led cooperative. We all work together and there's very little hierarchy between the different members of the organization.
What's going on behind us right now we just call open hours. It's kind of the bread and butter of a bike co-op. It's where people from the community or off the streets or from somewhere in the city drop in and say, my bike isn't working the way I want it to. Can you help me? It's not a space where we want to just provide a free thing for people. We want to help literally put the tools in people's hands so that they can find their own happiness and build it themselves.
And then in addition to doing open hours, we do other types of programming. For instance, we recently finished up a women trans femme bike repair intensive course.
Yeah, and that was a program that was conceived of and put on by people in our co-op who identify as women or trans or gender nonconforming.
And then the other thing we do is we go out to a lot of public events. Other organizations around the city. Luckily there's a healthy ecosystem of bike organizations around New York City doing all sorts of different things. So a lot of those other organizations have events and rides throughout the year that they invite us out to represent as Mechanical Gardens and oftentimes to do the work we do, which is fix bikes at those events. One of the challenges about starting a co-op, starting anything like this, is finding space, especially in a city where New York, where real estate is really expensive. So we are unbelievably lucky and thankful to St. John the Evangelist Church. Well, I mentioned we'd like to get a few more open hours so that we have a little bit more accessibility and availability to people in New York to be able to come to us on times that aren't just Monday nights.
One of the other things that we're thinking about and working on is having different locations that we can be in throughout the week, so it'll still be us as the Mechanical Gardens and whoever wants to identify as part of the group and participate in our activities.